The music pounded through the speakers, lights pulsed across the dance floor, and laughter spilled from every corner of the room. I lingered near the bar, drink in hand, letting my eyes sweep across the crowd until they landed on her, my wife, Emma. But instead of returning my gaze with a smile, she was pressed close to another man, moving gently in his embrace as if the rest of the world had vanished. My chest tightened. It felt like the ground beneath me had given way. She wasn't simply dancing. She was surrendering herself to that moment, her head nestled against his shoulder, a tender smile playing across her lips, one I hadn't seen directed at me in weeks. My first reaction was fury. My grip tightened around the glass until my knuckles whitened. Yet beneath the anger was something heavier, raw pain, a deep sense of betrayal. We had arrived at this party together, but now I stood alone, while she openly chose someone else. Questions stormed through my head. Was this just a thoughtless dance, or had it been happening for longer than I knew? Regardless, her choice was written in plain sight. I couldn't bear to stand there watching her discard everything we had built. I set my drink on the counter and made for the exit. Each step dragged, but I forced myself to stay composed. I refused to cause a scene. If she wanted to humiliate me in front of our friends, I wouldn't grant her the pleasure of seeing me plead or lash out. My silence would speak for me. Sliding into my jacket, I pushed open the door and stepped into the chill of the night. For me, that was the end. Outside, the street was calm, a stark contrast to the chaos inside. I walked slowly, my breath visible in the cold air, trying to gather my thoughts. My mind replayed our years together, the vows, the late-night conversations, the dreams we once shared. How had it unraveled into this? Had I overlooked the warning signs? Perhaps I had grown complacent, assuming love alone was enough. Tonight had proven otherwise. Reaching my car, I leaned against it, staring down at the pavement. My phone buzzed in my pocket, but I ignored it. I didn't need apologies or half-truths. I had seen enough with my own eyes, and that was more than sufficient. Pulling out my keys, I was ready to drive away, to leave it all behind, when hurried footsteps echoed behind me. Wait! Her voice trembled, ragged from rushing. I lifted my head and saw her, Emma, running toward me, heels clattering against the pavement, her hair tousled from the dance floor. She seized my arm, her eyes wide with panic. Please don't leave. It's not what you think. Her words lingered in the frigid air. I stayed silent, my jaw clenched tight. I wanted to believe her, but the image of her in another man's arms had been seared into my mind. She rushed to explain, her voice frantic. He's just an old friend, nothing more. I wasn't thinking. I just wanted to dance. I didn't realize how it looked. Her fingers clung to mine desperately, her eyes shimmering with tears. The moment I saw you were gone, I started looking for you. Please don't let this destroy us. I turned to face her fully, breathing heavily. You humiliated me, Emma, I said, my voice low but sharp. In front of everyone. Do you have any idea what it felt like to stand there, watching my wife wrapped around another man? Her head shook quickly as tears slid down her cheeks. I'm sorry. I was careless, but it was only a dance. I swear, you're the one I love. Please don't walk away from me. Her pleas chipped away at the walls I had built in the last hour. I searched her face, desperate to know if she was lying again. What I found wasn't deceit. It was fear. Fear of losing me. The anger didn't vanish, but it shifted, settling into disappointment, sorrow, and perhaps a trace of love still lingering. I didn't agree. I didn't refuse. But I allowed her to keep hold of my hand. For her, that small mercy was enough. We never returned to the party that night. Instead, we drove home in silence, her hand resting on mine, clinging as if letting go meant I would disappear forever. The road ahead was uncertain. Trust had been broken, wounds needed mending. But as I sat beside her, one realization struck me. Betrayal doesn't always destroy a marriage in an instant. Sometimes it becomes the spark that forces you to confront what you've been avoiding. Whether we would survive the storm or not, only time could tell. But one thing was undeniable. She would never forget the night she almost lost me.